Hello everyone, don't you guys ever wanted to use Gengar to beat Pokémon FireRed? Let's see how fast I can beat Pokémon FireRed using Gengar. Gengar's special attack and speed is okay. The problem is it didn't learn any good move using level up. Only Hypnosis and Trimeter is usable, but it can learn many TM move which is useful. It can learn many powerful moves like Thunder, Psychic and Shadow Ball. Rule is I can only use Gengar in battle. I can use other Pokemon for HM move, no item in battle, but hold item is okay. First I'm going to teach Gengar Thunderbolt and Psychic because Gengar doesn't have a move which can kill a normal type Pokemon. Here come my first battle with rival Gary. Gary's first Pokemon is PG, which is easily defeated by Thunderbolt, and his second Pokemon is Squirtle, water type, which also defeated by only electric type. With that, I finish my first rival battle. Then come my first gym, the rock type gym. I think I can easily finish Brock, even though the rock type gym is quite strong. But since I have a Gengar and with a psychic attack, okay, I almost killed Onyx, but it survived. I think my second psychic attack can kill Onyx. Okay, with that, Brock is finished. After that, I am facing Gary again. This time, Gary's Pokemon at level 70. Okay, Pidgeotto at level 70. But my Gengar 20 level, so Thunderbolt is one hit KO. Abra doesn't have any move, so I can kill it with doesn't matter how many move it take. And Gary's third Pokemon is Squirtle again. It doesn't even evolve yet. So with the single Thunderbolt, it also gone. His final and fourth Pokemon is Rattata. It's only 15 level, so it also died with only Thunderbolt. With that, I defeated my rival for the second time. It's time for the second gym, Misty. He sent Staryu, which is only level 18. So with a single Thunderbolt, it died. What is Misty's second Pokemon? It's Starmie, Staryu's evil form, but it doesn't matter. With a single Thunderbolt, it also finish. With that, I easily defeat Misty and win my second gym badge. Now for the third time I am facing my rival. Now his Pokemon is at level 19, Pidgeotto, but it also died with a single Thunderbolt. His second Pokemon is Kadabra, Abra Evolve, but only at 18 it died. His third Pokemon is Wartortle. It also evolved but also didn't stand against the Thunderbolt. His fourth Pokemon Rattata evolved but it also didn't survive against Thunderbolt. With that, I already defeated my rival for the third time. Now it's time for the challenge my third gym, electric type gym, Voltoid. But my psychic is already powerful enough to kill it with one single hit. Second Pokemon is Pikachu. I don't think it will survive a psychic attack. Yeah, it didn't survive. But third Pokemon is Raichu. It's evil form of Pikachu. Oh, it survived a single hit, but I don't think it can survive the second attack. Okay, with that, I already win my third gym badge. Now it's time to face my rival again for the fourth time. So his first Pokemon Pidgeotto at level 25, but it didn't survive my Gengar one Thunderbolt. So his next Pokemon is Execute. It's a psychic type Pokemon, so I thought it will survive, but it didn't survive. Next Pokemon Kadabra, it only level 20, so it didn't survive. His third Pokemon is World Tour at level 25. It cannot survive a thunder attack. And his fifth and final Pokemon is Growly. It's a fire type, so it also didn't survive the final attack. With that, I defeated Gary for the fourth time, and I also learned Shadow Ball. It will be much more easy to win the next gym. Next gym is Grass type gym. So this gym leader first Pokemon is Victibell. It's a grass and poison type. So it's a extremely weak against psychic type. So Dream Eater able to easily finish it. So next Pokemon, gym leader second Pokemon is Strangle. It's all a grass type Pokemon, but I am not going to use psychic type this time, so I am going to use Shadow Ball because there is a high chance of hypnosis to miss without sleeping the Pokemon. I cannot use Dream Eater, so I am going to finish the final Pokemon with Shadow Ball also. The final Pokemon is Bellplume. It's a grass and poison type. I got paralyzed, but it doesn't matter. With the two Shadow Ball, I am able to finish and win my fourth gym badge. This is the fifth time I am meeting my rival Gary. Time to beat him again. His first Pokemon is Pidgeotto at level 37. With a single Thunderbolt, it's gone. Now its second Pokemon is Execute level 35. It didn't evolve yet, but single Shadow Ball is defeated it. Now its third Pokemon Alakazam. It evolved at level 35, but it cannot survive the Shadow Ball attack again. Now fourth Pokemon Blastoise at level 40. It cannot survive the Thunderbolt, but it survived. Okay, but second Thunderbolt it cannot survive. Okay, now final Pokemon Growly level 38. I use Shadow Ball, it only lost half of his life, but its flame will also almost kill me. But with the second Shadow Ball, Growly finish. Now it's time for the most dangerous gym, Psychic type gym. Gym leader Sabrina is a Psychic type gym leader. So her first Pokemon is Kadabra, but my Shadow Ball as a super effective. It finished first one, second one Mr. Mine also finish. I don't think it will be that hard if my Gengar can finish every Pokemon with a single hit. The problem is if any Pokemon survive and use a psychic move, then my poison and ghost type it will be okay. Venomoth use a psychic move. It's not that powerful because Venomoth attack power is not that high. But if I hit by Alakazam or any other psychic Pokemon, I might have been defeated. With that, I win my fifth gym. Now it's time for the sixth gym. Gym leader Koga. Koga use poison type Pokemon, but I don't think it will be that hard for me to win because my Gengar is also poison type, so poison type cannot hit me that much. I can easily finish this gym and win my sixth gym badge. This gym leader doesn't have any super effective attack to defeat me. I am going to use Shadow Ball to defeat Mok and also other Pokemon. Let's defeat Coffin with the Shadow Ball. And for the final Pokemon, since I defeated all the other Pokemon using Shadow Ball, let's use Dream Eater now. For that, I need to follow that Pokemon in sleep. Oh, it used full heal. I had to make it fall in sleep. Otherwise, Demeter doesn't work. Okay, finally Demeter got hit. With the single Demeter is able to defeat it. With that, I already win my sixth batch. Now it's time to win my seventh gym batch, Volcano gym batch. The gym leader first sent his growl at level 42. I able to finish it with a fast thunderbolt. His second Pokemon is Arcanine at level 47. I don't think I can finish it with Thunderbolt. That's why I use Hypnosis to make it fall asleep and use Dream Eater. Dream Eater going to help me kill Arcanine and also heal myself. Fire Blast attack is quite strong. I almost lost to Arcanine. Since I cannot use any item in the battle, so I am going to make all the Pokemon fall asleep and use Dream Eater. That way I can damage them, also heal myself. I think that's the best way to win this fire type gym, or else I am going to lose. This gym third Pokemon is Ponyta at level 40. Even though it's only level 40, its fire plus is quite strong. Even after using Dream Eater, my health is just little bit higher than half. And final Pokemon is Rapidash, fully evolved from at level 42. Only by using Dream Eater I can win. But it's look like gym leader won't let me kill it easily. It going to heal it again. Gym leader using potion again and again whenever his health go to the red. So I am going to use thunderbolt, that way it won't go to the red and I can kill it with the 200 volt. So with that I already win my 7th gym batch. Now it's time for the last and final gym battle. Ground type gym is supposed to be the strongest gym, but I don't think it will be problem for Gengar, because even though my Gengar is a poison type, but it also a ghost type, and it has a ability that doesn't let it hit by a ground type. Because of that, all the ground type attack, strong attack like Earthquake, it doesn't have any effect on Gengar. That way I already win half of the battle. Now I can easily make all the ground type Pokemon fall and sleep, and using Dream Eater, that way I can easily defeat the final gym. And the final gym will be much more easy because the gym leader use ground and poison type like Nidoqueen and Nidoking. The both is poison and ground type. And since I have a Dream Eater which is psychic type, it become much more easier to win this gym. Nidoking is at level 45, so I make it fall and sleep, but look like it use healing potion. I have to make it fall and sleep again. Now it's time to hit by a Dream Eater. Dream Eater is 100 power attack. It's quite strong. I don't think Nidoking can survive the Dream Eater. Look like it didn't survive. The final Pokemon is Rhyhorn. I am going to use Dream Eater again because Shadow Ball doesn't do much damage and Thunderbolt is not effect because it's a ground type. So the only choice I have is Dream Eater. Even though Hypnosis doesn't hit every time, but this is best I can do. With that I already win my 8th and final gym batch. Now it's time for the final rival fight. This is the last fight I am going to fight with Gary as a rival. So his first Pokemon is Pidgeot again. It was at level 47, quite a high level, but for against my Gengar it's nothing. Alakazam at level 47. It's quite dangerous Pokemon because even a single Alakazam attack can kill me. The Blastoise at level 53, but against my Thunderbolt it didn't survive. So his fourth Pokemon is Growl at level 45, but it didn't evolve. It doesn't evolve using level up, it has to be using Firestone. Now Gary's fifth Pokemon is Rhyhorn at level 45. It's a ground and rock type. So I can only use Dream Eater because Shadow Ball doesn't damage much and Thunderbolt doesn't hit at all. So Gary's final Pokemon is Execute. Execute still doesn't fully evolve. So Shadow Ball is super effective move because it's a ghost type, but look like it didn't die. I need to use two Shadow Ball. With that I already win the Gary for the final time. So it's time for the Elite Four battle. Look like Elite Four use water type and an ice type as his Pokemon. So his first Pokemon is Dugong at level 52. Since it's a water type, I was able to easily defeat it with Thunderbolt. His second Pokeball is Slowbro. It also died with a single Thunderbolt attack. His third Pokemon is Lapras. Lapras is an ice and water type Pokemon. It didn't evolve and it has a high defense power. Because of that, it didn't die with a single Thunderbolt. But I don't think it can survive the second one. It looked like it didn't survive. So the first Elite fourth Pokemon is Coilstar at level 51. It also water type. It didn't survive the single Thunderbolt again. And final and fifth Pokemon. This Jinx is a ice type and psychic type Pokemon. Because of that, my Shadow Ball is super effective. With that, I win my first Elite Four. It's time for the second Elite Four. Second Elite Four use rock type Pokemon and fighting type Pokemon. His first Pokemon is Onix, which is rock and ground type. Since my electric type not going to work and shadow ball doesn't hit much, I think it's best to use Demeter, and with Demeter it defeated. The second is Hitmonchan. I'm going to Demeter again. Since it's a psychic type, it also super effective, and Hitmonchan didn't survive a single Demeter attack. So now it's time for the third Pokemon is also Onyx. This Onyx has level 54, so I already make it fall asleep, and Demeter it will going to defeat again. It's time for his fourth Pokemon. It's Machamp. Machamp is quite a strong Pokemon. Thank God the Hypnosis hit, because Machamp attack can damage quite a lot. It looked like Machamp didn't survive a single Demeter attack. Now final Pokemon is Hitmonlee. It also got hit by Hypnosis. In this battle, Hypnosis didn't miss even once. Because of that, I able to easily win this second Elite Four. So it's time for the third one. The third Elite Four, I think it's a Ghost type and Poison type. So his first Pokemon is Gengar at level 54, but in front of my 64 attack, it didn't survive. His second Pokemon is Golbat, and it died with a single Thunderbolt attack. So his third Pokemon is Haunter. Hunter didn't survive in front of Gengar. Now the third Elite fourth Pokemon is Arbok. It's a poison type. So I'm going to use Hypnosis to make it fall asleep. But this time I think I should use other move. Let's see, Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt almost damages 80%. With the second Thunderbolt, it able to defeat Arbok. So the final Pokemon is Gengar. With the first Hypnosis, I was able to make it fall asleep, and with the second Shadow Ball, I almost kill it, but it survived. But it don't survive my Dream Eater. With that, I win the third Elite Four match. So it's time for the final Elite Four. Fourth and final Elite Four lands normally used Dragon type Pokemon, but its first Pokemon look like it's Gyarados, even though it's the water type and flying type, but it's quite strong, but it didn't survive my Thunderbolt attack. Its second Pokemon is Aerodactyl at 58. It is quite strong, but it didn't survive my Thunderbolt again. His third Pokemon, Dragonite, level 60. I think it's the most powerful Pokemon he has. I think I can able to kill it. I already make it fall asleep. Now with Dream Eater I can kill Dragonite. Already used one Dream Eater. Now with the second Dream Eater I already damage it at 90%. I think one more Dream Eater can finish it. With the third Dream Eater I defeat the Dragonite. With the strongest Dragon type Pokemon defeated, only two more Dragon type Pokemon left. The problem is I cannot use Hypnosis now, because Dragonair has a Shade Skin ability. It cannot let it fall asleep or any other status attack. Because of that, the last two Pokemon I cannot use Dream Eater. I have to kill it with Shadow Ball or Thunderbolt. Shadow Ball doesn't do much damage to Dragon type, so I can only rely on Thunderbolt. With the Thunderbolt, I can finish it. Because of Dragon range, it cannot use any other move. With that, I can finish the final Elite Four. Now it's time for the last and final battle, the champion battle, with my rival Kerry, who become champion. He sent the first Pokemon Pidgeot again with 59, but I destroy it with my Thunderbolt. So his second Pokemon Alakazam, which I have the biggest fear, but it looked like it didn't survive a single Shadow Ball. With that, the most powerful Pokemon he has, I think I defeat it. Now his third Pokemon, Arcanine, even though it's 59 and fire type, but Arcanine Flamethrower didn't do much damage. Gary's fourth Pokemon is Blastoise. Since it's a water type Pokemon, it's already weak against Thunderbolt. I almost killed it with a single Thunderbolt, but it survived. But Gary healed it with a full restored. With that, it has full health now, and I used Thunderbolt again, but this time it didn't survive. So Gary sent his fifth Pokemon is Executor. It finally evolved now at level 61. Executor used sleep powder and make my Gengar fall asleep. So if Gengar didn't wake up, I might die. The only thing I can do. So Gengar quickly wake up and make Executor fall asleep. With that I can regain my health using Dream Matter attack again. But Executor using Giga Drain again and again and restoring his health. So finally Gengar wake up and use Hypnosis, and with the first try it make Executor fall asleep, and with Dream Eater I able to heal myself and damage Executor. With Dream Eater I think I can able to defeat this Pokemon and also heal myself. With that I can face the final Pokemon, or else I am going to die. But it looked like Gary won't let this Pokemon die easily. It restored Executor health using full restore again. This time Executor wake up and use sleeping powder and make my Gengar fall asleep again. So I only thing I can do hope that Gengar wake up quickly so that I can defeat Executor. So Gengar wake up and with a single hypnosis it able to make Executor sleep again. So with a single Dream Eater I was able to heal myself a little bit. So I used Shadow Ball next because I was afraid Gary might use full restore again. So with that, the Gary's final Pokemon Rhyhorn is left. Rhyhorn is quite a strong Pokemon, but I make it fall asleep. With that, I didn't hit by any attack, and with a Dream Eater, I was able to easily defeat Rhyhorn. Dream Eater able to kill Rhyhorn and restore my health. Now I become the champion. With that, I will able to defeat Pokemon FireRed only using Gengar. I hope you guys like it. Next video I am going to use another Pokemon and try to defeat Pokemon FireRed using that. If you guys have any suggestion, please comment below, and if you guys like this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe for new video. See you guys in the next video with a new Pokemon. Have a nice day.